One day, Mike, Patrick, Frank, and Brian decided to go camping. They had to go fast because the sun was starting to set. Although they were in a hurry, they stopped because there was a man taking a look at his engine and there were black smoke emitting from it. It looked like he needed help. Mike asked, "Do you need any help?" But the guy started looking at them suspiciously. Strangely enough, he diverts the conversation and asks them, "Are you going to the same place I just came from?" Mike gets up and says, "Yes, we are trying to go over there for camping actually." But the guy starts looking even more suspiciously. The guy starts to look around even more suspiciously. The kids just don't feel safe, so they just start to leave. And then the guy starts shouting behind them to not go there. There is strange activity going on. But they don't listen, they think he's just crazy. They initially came here almost a year ago with their parents. But this is the first time they are coming here not only alone, but after the sun is set. Mike starts to rest as Frank starts to draw and Brian starts to read. While sitting there, Patrick gets bored and thinks that this is not exactly what he came here for, so Patrick says, "Guys, why don't we explore the house on top of the hill?" Hearing that, Mike opens his eyes and starts to get interested. Everyone starts to get interested in this topic. Frank says, "Isn't it someone's property?" Brian says, "Think about it. When is the last time you have ever seen someone in that property? It must be vacant." So they all decide to go. Brian says, "Let's just check different areas of the house to make sure no one is living here. Someone go to the garage and I'll go upstairs." They start looking around. They don't find anything that's interesting, but now they know it's actually vacant. Frank notices there's a huge hole in the wall and discovers huge monster-like scratches all over the place. While looking around, Brian thinks he actually sees some silhouette of something in the dark. Brian notices there's a huge monster-like thing crawling in the dark towards them. He takes no chances and runs to tell everyone. Brian explains everyone, but Patrick doesn't believe him, but he eventually convinces everyone to come with him to the camp. Now they know what the man was warning them about, and also this is exactly what their parents have been telling them stories about their whole life. They have been hearing the story of the Wendigo their whole life, but one thing they never knew was it was real. Eventually, they fell asleep and they woke up when the sun started rising. Mike wakes up everyone around the cabin. From underneath the bed, Patrick says, "Let's just get out of here as fast as we can." They met a gruesome sight of what remains of the guy who tried to warn them not to go there, and they know exactly who done this to him. They were all traumatized ever since, and none of them ever returned back.